What's up, everybody? It's Jason from Straight Edge Knives, coming at you with another video today, and it's on a knife that I previously did, but a little bit different. Only in the fact that the first time I did this video was with a prototype, and now I have the actual production run of the Hemlock Ares. This is the Hemlock Ares with Tiger Stripe, and it is a beast. The biggest difference between the prototype that I had and this one is they actually went in and changed the edge geometry. I was just out here doing a little bit of chopping. I was like, hey, you know what? I need to make a video on this bad boy. So let's get to it. One of the things I normally don't do is specs, but you know what? I need to start doing that. I mean, some people like to know, and some people don't want to take the time to go look it up on other websites or venues. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. Overall length is 16.1 inches. Blade length 9.25. The cutting edge is 8.26. The blade thickness is 0.28. It is a saber grind with a convex edge. It is a chopper style blade. Blade steel is Japanese SK85 with a Rockwell hardness of 56 to 58. Blade finish, I have the Tiger Stripe. It also comes in a satin and a blackout version. Handle material is 3D machine G10. The knife weight is 38 ounces. It's not a light knife, guys or gals. The weight with the sheath is 45 ounces. It has a fold over taco kydex sheath with tech lock and a nylon carrying bag. And I was already kind of cutting on some paper with it. But let's pop this out and show you. The prototype had more of a, to me, like an axe type edge. This is definitely a sharper edge. Got some user error going on here, guys. I'm never really been very good at cutting paper. Let's go to this piece. As you can see, I had been cutting some earlier, but it will cut paper. And let's see. Now I have a bald spot on the top of my leg. Nobody's gonna know I was out here playing around. Anyway, let's get to the nitty gritty here, guys. Oh, let me show you guys the sheath real quick. Taco style kydex sheath with the tech lock. Pretty good. It's gonna do the job. What else do we have around here to cut up? Oh, one of the things I need to start improving on is the materials that I test on. This is some sprinkler drip line hose. Nothing crazy. Let's go ahead and cut a piece of this off. If I chop it, it's gonna fly off over there just like that. Now I can't go get it, so let's switch hands so this way it don't fly off on me. There we go. I actually use that on my yard. So anyway, just your regular, I think this is 1/2 inch plastic hose. Obviously, you can chop right through it, no problem. Let's push down and cut it in half. Look at that, it's cut right through it like nothing. No big deal. That stuff's, obviously we didn't think that was gonna be an issue. You're out chopping, you need to build fire, you need to break down some little pieces of wood. No problem. Every time I do that, it goes flying everywhere. Keep that in mind. If you're doing it, stuff's gonna fly. So you need to do like a little tit spike or something to that effect. You could sit here and chop you out some little spikes if you needed to, no problem. Little thicker pieces of wood, right in half. Kind of cuts through it, half of it, and then it broke it in half. I mean, like I said, this thing is definitely not light, but it's made for chopping. That's what it was designed to do, and we're going to do some chopping right here, guys. Super tough material, bamboo. I mean, it's crazy how hard this stuff is. There's a reason why they use it as building materials, because it's super strong. And it's also a pain in the ass to cut through. So let's see how fast we can do it here. And this is usually really hard on an edge too. So that's gonna give us a good idea of how well this edge is gonna hold up. go. Cut through it. That is probably the fastest I've cut through this piece of bamboo. I've done it with a few other knives, and they all cut through it and they all held up really well, but that was probably one of the quicker. But this is also the heaviest blade I've done that with too. But let's look at the edge. Still sharp. No edge rolling, no glinting. It's holding up good. It's that SK85. Pretty good stuff. You got a bigger stick like this, obviously you can cut through it, but cut chunks off no problem. Feather sticking is something I'm not very good at, but let's see. This is something I saw Hunter do. Hunter Cutchin's the designer. Said, you know, stick it in a log like this, and if you're doing feather sticks, you can kind of pull through, makes it a little easier instead of having to try to control the heavy weight of this knife. Well, I just cut all my feathers off, guys, but it was making them. You can see there, kind of. This is also probably not the best wood for making feather stick. This is some citrus tree branch or something that came out of my backyard. Pretty much everything I have that I'm cutting on here is just stuff I found around my backyard. So there we go. So if you had to make feather sticks, you can. I'm just not very good at it. At the end of the day, can you feather stick with this? Yes, you can. One of the other things I was doing, I don't know why I didn't record it, but I was kind of whittling this down to make myself a better batoning stick. But one of the things I noticed that was cool to do, or easy, is you can sit here, grab the back of this blade, and you could do actually some pretty good feathers actually doing it this way, as you can see. Or if you, like to say, I need to round this handle out more for making a better baton. It's definitely a good way of getting those sharp edges off and actually smoothing this out. So if you had to smooth this out for whatever reason, it could be done. So there you go. You can easily do feather sticking or smoothing out, making a handle for a baton. Get you some nice fire starting materials right there. Bam, got that. Can handle that. All right. Now what do we really want to see? Oh, wait, almost forgot. Boy Scab over at Quireboard Cutlery. He likes to cut through ratchet straps and stuff. I unfortunately don't have a ton of ratchet straps to be cutting through. This is an old one that, well, really it sucks. So I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice it. It's not very big though. But you know, hey, ratchet straps are still a tough material. So let's see. Yeah, cut through that no problem. Let's take these two pieces. Oh, just cut that right off. Show you guys that. Look at that, that's a clean cut too. But there you go. Got a ratchet strap you need to cut up. You can do it with this Hemlock Ares. But we're here to see some big boy chopping. Big boy chopping is what we're going to do. This here is a seasoned piece of almond wood. Almond wood is extremely hard and durable when it's seasoned. This has been sitting out for probably close to 2 summers now. Where I live, it gets up to 100, 105 in the summer. It's dried out, it's seasoned, it's hard. I'm gonna put my other glove on here. Let's do some batoning. Don't like where it's at right there with that. Well, my baton stick here, I don't think is going to last for very long. I don't know if you can see this, but look at how much is split in there already. Actually, what I'm going to do is pop that out just a little bit. I'm going to utilize the same crack that it created. Didn't have much of an edge top here to hit on because it was buried into the middle of the log, but oh, all right, my baton split. I don't really have another good baton stick. That stick ain't gonna work. I feel like I'm ill prepared here, everybody. So you know what? I need a baton stick. So let's not fall off the bucket. There we go. This will see, this will work. This is a piece of grape wood with kind of a knot on it, so let's see how that holds up. You can see that it's going down, going through. A lot of people say you shouldn't do this type of batoning with a knife. And probably in a lot of cases they'd be right. But with the Hemlock Ares, it's not a problem. And part of my baton handle broke. It is what it is. Got to keep going, right? There we go. Split it. Split it, no problem. Let's go ahead and split this one too. I just hit my lanyard. That was way easy. So obviously the full round log was a little bit harder to split just because of the circumference of it. And I was actually barely only hitting the tip right here. And it made it go a little slower. But when I went to split this one, split no problem. Like I won't even chop into it. We'll split this bad boy. Yeah, no problem. So if you had to process out some firewood, you could do it with the Hemlock Ares. Trying to think anything else I got around here that's worth chopping. Oh, almost forgot. Got a brick here. Brick's typically not super hard, so I don't think this is going to be a problem. But I'll show you on this pummel, you get this nice exposed, a little bit of a metal tang here. Got a little bit of a kind of a rounded point here. But hey, let's say you had to bust out a brick. No problem. Didn't even really leave a mark on the butt. It's all good. Oh yeah, smashed down. There you go. One thing I will point out too, let me take my gloves off, is not only did it not really leave a mark on the metal, I might have scratched it a little bit. Let's see. Nope, not really. A little bit of the brick hit the edge of my G10, put a little scrape on the edge of the G10, but this little spike on the back, or not even a spike, it's just like a little swoop, worked fine. But let's check out this edge. It is still sharp, still straight, no glinting, no rolling. And I'll tell you what, I'm thoroughly impressed. It doesn't even look like this tiger stripe finish is wearing off. Some of my other knives that I have, where I'm hammering through, you'll start seeing the coating come off, already start to wear off from going through the materials. And this tiger stripe finish looks like it's still there. We'll go ahead and hit pause on the video. I'm going to switch camera locations, give you guys a better close-up view of this, and we'll get back to it. Hold on. All right, guys, I'm back. Moved locations, a little better seeing, a little better view than the side of my house. Anyway, wanted to give you a close-up look at this Hemlock Ares. So here it is. Got a little dirty, obviously. Sheath. Got a nice large drain hole. So if you get a bunch of dirt down in here, you really need to rinse it out. You can do that, no problem. Got a pretty good thumb ramp right here, so pop it right out. Like I said, it has a tech lock attachment. You could essentially mount this, you know, vertically like I have it, or you could probably mount it this way where you can scout carry it. This is a pretty heavy knife, so be aware that this is going to pull down on your belt for sure. It just is what it is. But here it is. Look at that beautiful tiger stripe, and look at right through here is where a lot of it was going through those logs. That tiger stripe finish is still there. It's not coming off very easily. As you can see, the edge is still great, no issues. 90-degree spine for striking a fire rod. Got some jimping here on the back. Here's the liners, the red G10 liners, or it's kind of like an orangish color to me, but as you can see, when I was hitting that brick with this piece right here, see there's no damage to it. So if you had to, like I said, donk a brick or somebody on the head, you can do it. I mean, you clock somebody in the back of the head with just the spine, you're gonna do some damage. This knife is beautiful. Handle, nice. The handle's nice because it gives you could choke back on it for chopping. You have a regular neutral style grip. A nice kind of little finger choil, a little finger groove right here. Your finger sets in nicely. Or you can get up in here. Got to get up close, do some finer work. Again, I'm not very good at it. As again, Scab over at Choir Boys Cutlery will say, he's a novice. I am an amateur at best. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys an up close look at it. Beautiful knife. Killer, like the edge profile change is really, really good. And it just improved on what was already a great knife. Hunter Cutchins, you see his logo right here. Find him on Facebook, Work Tough Gear. Find them on Instagram, Facebook, the interweb. Hemlock Customs, you can find him on Facebook. I'm not sure if he's on Instagram or not, but great job. Vic Lynn over there at Work Tough, doing a great job putting out some awesome knives, working with some great designers. And if you don't have one yet, go find one because they're worth it. One thing to note, if you do see something on Work Tough's site, a lot of the knives seem to come out in small batches. And if it's something you see on there that you want, and there's a release date for it, be ready to buy it on that date, because I can tell you almost everything that goes up on that site for sale almost always sells out the first day. So if you want something from them, you better be ready to get it. So you know. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Have a great day.